everyone, it's Gina from Orchid and Opal.com, and today I have the darling Bead Box for November 2021 to share with you. This is a subscription that is monthly. It ships from Sweden, and it's a great option for those of you who may not be in the US in particular, because it has a flat rate worldwide shipping charge. And I know there's a lot of things that my worldwide friends can't get that I might share in the States without paying a lot higher shipping costs or just not being able to get them at all. So with this one, it is available worldwide. For those of you who are in the US, it converts to about a $40-ish price point per month, including the shipping. When you check out their website, which I will leave right down below, it will show you the cost in euros. But no matter where you are, it will do that conversion easily for you on their website in order for you to sign up. I also have a coupon code good off your first month if you'd like to try them out, and that coupon code is GINA2, Gina2, and I will leave that down below as well. So this particular box includes a color-coordinated theme every month. You get a mix of gemstone beads, glass beads, findings, and some focals. So it's one of those that makes it a good option if you want to make things directly from that month's box itself. And without further ado, let's go ahead and peek inside and see what we have this month. All right, so all of our contents, of course, are inside here. That's very cute. And we have a list of everything that we have included inside. Our theme is called November Sky, and you see we're going to get 22 different things inside. Our beads here are at the top. They've got our findings and other items at the bottom. And then on the back of this list, it tells us all about the specific stones that we're going to see in this particular month's theme. So I'm going to open up this package. We'll get a little peek at what's inside of this. All right, so we have this dove gray organza bag that we can reuse. I'm seeing some purples and pinks and silvers, all sorts of different things, so it's gonna be really interesting. I'm gonna take these out, of course, get organized, then we'll go down the list of everything that's included one at a time. All right, bringing in bag number one to start us off, we have a 21 centimeter strand of 6mm gray faceted round beads. So we have the sparkling strand of rondelles, and we have some of that shimmery silver coating that is on parts of the beads, then part is a little bit more transparent without that silvery coating. And we're going to see a lot of the silvery gray in this particular November Sky theme. Next up in bag number two, we have 30 pieces of 6mm check bicones in dark silver gray. Those are stunning. I love these check glass bicones. They have a more rounded appearance than a faceted crystal bicone. And then you get some really interesting coatings and colors and finishes, just like this one that you see gives kind of a granite-like appearance. They are also very smooth and glossy. They have the hole that runs through the center, and then you see how they have that sort of classic bicone shape. Bag number three contains some check glass drucks in gray plum with copper finish. There's 30 pieces included. And I've also seen these as called rose gold. You can see that rosy pink, also some of the white. And then you get this kind of golden metallic luster over the top as you move them under the light. You can see that. These druck beads being pressed glass rounds, of course, and a great alternate to pearls. And then next for number four, we have a strand of 4mm black round glass beads. This is a 30 centimeter strand. So we have our classic glossy jet black to go along with some of our grays, and we're going to see some purples and pinks as well as we took a peek at this, bringing in another neutral and a smaller round shape. And then in bag number 5, we see 20 pieces of check glass daggers with jagged edges. These are in the gray and pink combination. These are really interesting. Their color combination, it's kind of a half and half with the pink and that little bit of a grayish tone. The pink is more opaque and the gray is letting some more light through. You can see those edges with the texture there, kind of feather-like, and then the hole that runs through the top and the side of the beads. And then bag number 6 brings in some of our gemstones. We have a 20 centimeter strand of 8mm natural agate beads in light gray. That's beautiful. So bringing in some of our lighter tone of gray, some of these being a little bit more opaque, and then some of them more translucence to the beads, letting some light through. See some striations there. All the beads are going to be just a little bit different because they are, of course, a gemstone. They have that hold and smooth, glossy feel that we expect with the round glass agates. And then in bag number 7, we have some 10mm handmade round porcelain flower beads in plum. There's 10 pieces in the bag. I just love these handmade porcelain flower beads. I love how they have that sort of vintage appearance and they're just like little works of art on their own. These have that beautiful magenta color that pops against the creamy background, and the holes on these are just a little bit larger, so you could even incorporate these on some thinner chain or some cord. I think that is a beautiful addition. And then in bag number 8, we have a 27 centimeter strand of 6mm dark gray glass beads. All right, so some dark gray glass pearls are actually not that dark. They're kind of more of a middle of the road gray tone, which adds another shade of gray to our palette this month, and also another size and a long strand of these glass pearls to work with. And then in bag number 9, we have an 18 centimeter strand of 4mm natural agate faceted round beads in light gray. These are absolutely beautiful, just natural, light, airy, just smoothly faceted round agate beads with the different shades of light gray, some being a little bit more milky in appearance and some being more transparent, and could definitely be incorporated with some of those larger agate rounds if you wanted to put those together. Next up in bag number 10, we have a 20 centimeter strand of 6mm natural dyed round chalcedony in light plum. That's so pretty. Almost like a rose quartz type of appearance. These just have more of a lilac or a little bit more of a purple tone to them. And you can see that they're all just slightly different, but you overall get that very light, creamy, purpley pink appearance. And then in bag number 11, we have some 6mm Austrian crystal faceted glass bicones. These are in clear AB. So I'm actually not seeing any AB coating on these, but they are gorgeous. I love the shape of these, the faceting. They're all very uniform and have a very good quality feel. And that clear gives us an option to really add in sparkle to no matter what color palette you're working with. And they are larger than the other crystal bicones that we are about to see in our next bag. And that is bag number 12. This one contains a 38 centimeter strand of 3mm Austrian crystal faceted glass bicones in the color Old Rose. So these have more of that amethyst-like or very deep mauve sort of a color, and it's a long strand to work with. These are the smaller 3mm faceted bicones. Lots of sparkle going on, of course, with these, and yet another shape and size to work with, and adding a little bit more of that pinky tone into our palette. And then in bag number 13, we have 6 pieces of 14mm dark gray glass pearls. And they have that nice weight to them that feels like the inside is crystal, like preciosa, and they're in really good shape. I'm not seeing any like chipping or peeling or anything. And yet again, another size to work with, these being the largest of the beads that we are going to see this month, and also coordinate with those smaller, what they call dark gray pearls. In bag number 14, we have 50 pieces of 4mm check drucks in plum. So here we have some more round pressed glass beads. You can see the little striations in there, which makes these even more interesting. They have a creamy sort of appearance and combine that pink and purple together in this combination. And then from here on out, we get into some of our additional items and findings, metal components, but also we have in bag number 15, 3mm of 1mm rat tail nylon satin cord in the color plum. I love this light, icy lavender color, and look, this could go with those porcelain beads because those would definitely fit on this size cord. And if you look sort of closer toward the center of the flowers, they have that more icy light purple look to them. So that's an idea for you if you'd like to incorporate this cord with some of these beads. Our metal components are all going to be this type of antique silver color. In bag 16, we have 12 pieces of 12 by 12mm silver petals. These are actually a lot shinier than I thought they were going to be when I first saw them in the bag. They have a great wavy texture to them and the hole that runs through the center. So just a bead really that could be used incorporated in with some glass or gemstone beads to break them up and bring in a metallic component. And then in bag number 17, we have 1 meter of 5 by 3.5mm curb chain in platinum. Here's a closer look at that. You can see these wide open links and the smooth and glossy metallic chain that goes with the rest of our findings. And being that you get a whole meter of it, you can incorporate this in multiple projects. And it's just another example of why I think this particular box is great for a lot of different types of beaders, newer and experienced beaders alike, because you get a lot of different things that coordinate with each other right in the box, including the findings. So it makes it a great option to try to make multiple things just from the one box itself, meaning you don't have to have a huge stash built up already. All right, next up in bag number 18, we have 30 pieces of 8mm flower bead caps. And I don't have to take these out. We know what bead caps look like, and you can see that detail there, all the different petals. It looks like that they have to add even more metallic details and touches to your pieces. Then in bag number 19, we have 15 pieces of 8 by 3mm silver saucer spacers. These are really cool. So here's another type of bead that has a larger hole. You could use these to space out those porcelain beads on the lavender cord, for example, because these would definitely fit that. They are the same on both sides. They are this thin spacer and saucer-like shape, and they're all very uniform and have that good quality feel that's hard to explain unless you're actually holding them, but these will for sure come in handy. Bag number 20 contains 10 pieces of 16 by 1.5mm antique silver flower links. And I love these. I already have some of these in my stash, actually. I love them for all different things. Connectors like this are so useful to have, especially when they have all different openings and they're not too big, not too small. One example would be to use these in an earring. Maybe put the ear wire up here, then use this component and then hang something from the bottom. You could even use these in a multi-strand necklace or bracelet since there's so many different openings on all the sides. Wire wrap with these, use them in resin. I mean, just the sky's the limit on something like this. And I love the fact that the quantities are generous in the subscription. We get 10 pieces of these and nice long strands of beads, a lot of quantity to work with. In bag number 21, we have 2 pieces of 34 by 25.5 millimeter antique silver chandelier components. So we have all these different loops that kind of hang down to a point on these chandelier links. We have a spot here where you could hang something and frame it in the center, make yourself a beautiful pair of earrings right away from something like this. And then in bag number 22, this is our final bag, and something that I love that they do is that we've seen before is that they put different clasps all together into one bag. So you're not getting 5 of the same type of clasp, for example. You get different types of clasps that coordinate with the palette in different shapes and styles. And toggle clasps come in so many different styles, so it's fun to get different ones in this subscription. For example, we've got 3 different types here, from extremely simple to a little bit more elaborate, different sizes. We also have a clasp right here that you can use that I believe pinches open and close in that little floral design. And that is the back of the piece, and then the top, of course, we have that sweet little flower. So that wraps up our November Sky Darling Bead Box for November 2021. I am just increasingly enjoying this box. The more times I see them put this together, this is one of the relatively newer ones on the market. I think they've been in operation now for over a year, which is awesome. I love the fact that they incorporate check glass beads in addition to the other types of crystals and pearls. I love the generous quantities, the coordinating components, and also the fact that you get gemstone beads in the subscription. Also nice that there's more options out there, especially for those who are worldwide, to be able to enjoy these types of subscriptions. And this is a small family-run business, and I know for a fact they care a lot about what they do, and that definitely comes across not only in these packages, but also in the communication with them. So always happy to support Darling Beads. Definitely check out their website if you'd like to learn more, see the different subscription options they have, and you can use that coupon code, once again, Gina2, to save €2 off your first month if you'd like to try them out. I'll leave that and the link right below the video. Feel free to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this month's subscription or anything else you'd like to say. If you enjoyed this video, definitely feel free to give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe while you're here, because I would love to have you joining me back again for future unboxings, tutorials, and finished jewelry inspiration. But that's all I have for today. Until next time, I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day. And as always, happy beading.